Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hokies will kick it away to start us off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end. Get a nice positive game in the toss play.
Throws to the tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. At the 45 on his way. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 18, set to kick it off.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Miles. Feeling some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Cole. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step, and if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football. Good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run, he gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
To the air, it's Miles. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
And he does everything he can. Tries to scramble, tries to make something happen. Nice job by the defense getting him to the ground. Down by more than a field goal. Interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Line gets set, 1st down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's got it on the right. The expressway is wide open. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down on your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Back on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to pass, it's Miles. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to the ground game on the left. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And obviously on that 3rd down situation, the running game's in play. They go RPO, but how about the defense? They were ready for it up front. Good physicality setting up 4th down.
The end of the first quarter with the score. Virginia Tech 14, Notre Dame 3.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Gomez. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling.
Open runway ahead. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
this offense will go back on the attack. From the gun, give on the inside. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
The give from the gun. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
They're starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We've talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call play.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Man, I feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. I mean, you're playing at night. It's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB, and he throws a pick.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Looking for a huge play. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense move.
Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes, and for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Miles. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football, be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making...
Grabs it inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hokies!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
They go to the ground. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. A 3rd and long coming up here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Dropping back, it's Miles. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Irish!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Slater. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going for it all. And that pass intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision here.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big...
Intercepted.
Now, teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have... in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Got his man quickly. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got it. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll run the toss. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
28, Notre Dame, 10.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here.
He's loose. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the pummeling has started.
This is a play this offense reps over and over and over again in practice. And this quarterback always makes the right decision. He always knows when he needs to keep the football. And then when he does, with his speed and athleticism, he is a problem.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense.
Spider.
The give to the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Now on second down. They'll go right back to the run. At the 35, he's open. He's got 93 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
To the air, it's Miles. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They're going to run it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Go straight ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Across the 25, he's got room. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hokies! And the beatdown has ensued. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown, and he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it to the right side. Got room at the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's going for the big play. Snatches it on the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Jones. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Going for the big play. He caught it. Touchdown, Hokies. And the punishment has been extended. How about this dude? He's throwing it like Don Strock or Jim Druckenmiller. He's running it like Tyrod Taylor, or doing it all like Michael Vick.
Just showing the whole game, showing the repertoire, and how hard is it to stop a guy like this? I mean, when he can do all these things and stretch you with his feet, stretch you with his arm, that's why he's hard to stop, and that's why he's having himself a day.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter.
42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders. Alert, alert.
The give to the single back. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Virginia Tech 56, Notre Dame 24.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The toss to the outside. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Notre Dame 24.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Now on first down from the 30. They're going to run it. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. Scanning the field, it's Miles. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Basic connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks. and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's a great execution by this defense.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He's going to take off. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Hokies will go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback keeps it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator. Try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Miles. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Coming after it. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
On the option. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. Here come the Irish back on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Miles. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Pulls it in. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Now, fourth down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun. Sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hokies. And the route is on. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play can decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been